The air hung heavy with the scent of freshly cut grass, a stark contrast to the acrid smoke that wafted from the alleyway. There, hidden from view, stood Michael, his son, a cigarette dangling from his lips. He watched, a father wounded, as Michael inhaled deeply, his youthful face obscured by a cloud of smoke. Disbelief warred with anger, the image of his young boy replaced by this stranger mimicking adult habits. Michael, his son, was smoking. The world seemed to tilt, the familiar comfort of fatherhood shaken. He had always envisioned himself as a source of guidance, a steady hand for his son to hold. Now he grappled with a new reality, a reality where his son sought solace in something potentially harmful. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced his heart. What was he doing wrong? This seemingly small act, a cigarette lit in secret, felt like a betrayal of their bond. It was a crack in the foundation of their relationship, a silent scream for help disguised as rebellion. In that moment he knew he had to act, but the path forward was shrouded in uncertainty. Should he unleash his anger, become the disciplinarian he'd always vowed not to be? Or was there another way, a path guided by love rather than fear? The age-old dilemma played out in his mind, the classic struggle between discipline and love. His own upbringing echoed with the strictness of a bygone era, a time when children were to be seen and not heard. He remembered the sting of his own father's belt, the bitter taste of forced obedience. It was effective, he'd concede, but at what cost? Was that the kind of father he wanted to be? To rule with an iron fist, demanding compliance through fear and intimidation? The thought left him cold. He yearned for something more, a connection built on trust and understanding. He wanted Michael to confide in him, not cower before him. Love, he realized, had to be the compass guiding his actions, but love didn't mean condoning bad behavior. It meant facing the issue head-on with open communication and empathy. It meant listening to understand, not to judge. This was uncharted territory, a path riddled with potential pitfalls, yet deep down he knew it was the only way to truly reach his son. The traditional model of tough love seemed like a blunt instrument in the face of such a nuanced situation. He'd seen it before, parents ruling through fear, their children becoming ghosts in their own homes. Obedient, perhaps, but at the expense of their individuality, their spirit crushed under the weight of unyielding expectations. He envisioned a different kind of relationship with Michael, one where they could speak openly and honestly, even about difficult subjects like smoking. He wanted Michael to understand the risks, not just hear empty threats and ultimatums. This required vulnerability, a willingness to move beyond the traditional roles of father and son and meet as two human beings grappling with a problem. The allure of quick fixes, of laying down the law and demanding obedience was tempting. It offered a sense of control, a mirage of immediate results, but he knew that true change, lasting change, stemmed from within. It wasn't about breaking his son's spirit, but about nurturing his soul. Love, he realized, was the catalyst for true transformation. Just as alchemists of old sought to turn base metals into gold, he believed that love had the power to transform his son's hidden potential into something extraordinary. It wouldn't be easy. It would require patience, understanding, and an unwavering belief in his son's inherent goodness. He envisioned their upcoming conversation not as a confrontation, but as an opportunity for connection. He would approach Michael with empathy, seeking to understand the root of his actions. He would listen without judgment, creating a safe space for Michael to open up. This path, though fraught with uncertainty, held the promise of something beautiful, a bond strengthened through adversity, a young man empowered to make healthy choices, and a father's love that knew no bounds. It was a journey they would embark on together, hand in hand, with love as their guide.